Hello teachers, this is Ricardo, and today I bring you an update to the amazing Canva Code. Yes, Canva Code 2.0 is here with data collection, the ability to see data on how your students do on the simulations or games that you might give them. Also being able to customize with Canva editor so you can keep changing the code as you are creating it. And finally, direct publishing. So now you can click a button and it'll be directly published to our website instead of having to put it in some type of design. So let me show you how this works. Let's go ahead and go to Canva Code. So here we are. Remember, you can access Canva AI directly from up here or in the global navigation. But let's go to code. And I'm going to ask to create a game, an interactive simulation game on fractions for 5th graders, following Common Core Standard 5.NF.2 and using a soccer field. Very simple. So now Canva is going to look at my prompt and it's going to start creating that game for me. So let's give it a second. So here is our game version 1 with the instructions. So basically the students will come in here, soccer fraction championship, add and subtract fractions to score goals. So here we have our problem and our kids will come in here and kind of figure out what it is. So notice how the ball moves. So maybe I want to make sure that I change this game a little to make it more interesting. So I'm going to say, make it so we have a rivalry game with the biggest soccer rivals. So that's all I'm going to ask for and I'm going to say next. So it says perfect. I transformed the game into an epic El Clásico between Real Madrid and Barcelona. So notice Los Blancos against Barca in here. And now I have the ability to just come in here and instead of using a design, I can publish the game straight into a website. So I can go in here, go to settings, say that it's visible on Google when they search, or I can add a password protection so only my students can come to it. But I'm just going to continue and publish. So this is going to become a website that I can provide to my students through Google Classroom or through Canvas LMS, whatever you use, to be able to click on it and go straight into the game that they're going to play. So pretty incredible, right? But in the past, if you remember, we didn't have the ability to keep data. So I want to be able to look at the data of how my students do. So let's go ahead and come back. I would like to have data on how my students do when they play this game. Connect to a sheet. So let's see what happens. So let's go ahead and go to the game and notice that now our students have to put their name in here. They're going to choose their team and they're going to start playing and they'll go through the problems and I'm just going to basically guess this right now. So notice what it says. Canva Code can now store data, access your saved data in connected sheet. Anyone you share this with can access data in the connected sheet even if it's not shown on screen. And when collecting personal data, just make sure you follow laws and guidelines. But notice that my game now has data up here with my version 4 and I can click on it and I can link directly to that Canvas sheet that is going to be able to give me data when my students are playing the game and they turn it in and they finish the game. I will be able to see all of the data on how they did. So again, the ability to add now data and attach it to a Canvas sheet inside of Canva Code when you create games. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great day. Bye-bye.